Oh, you know, I forgot some water. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat there. We got a hot mic in the house. Buenos noches, Irma. ¿Cómo estás? Hola, ole. No, Sue. No. No severe weather. A thunderstorm's possible, but it's not probable. Praying for lots of rain. Me too. Good evening, Ken's 5 fam. Bill Taylor in the Ken's 5 Digital Center. On this Thursday night, we've got a chance of rain, finally. It's a 30 to 40% chance. It's an overnight window that'll probably wrap up as soon as we get into about mid-morning. Okay, so mid-morning Friday would be probably the last chance we'll have on getting rain with this next system. Walk to end Alzheimer's, even though it was in October, so it'll be a while. But we got the big gala coming up at the end of this month, and anyone affected by Alzheimer's, God bless you first off. But then go to alz.org. The South Texas chapter, a lot of great resources, and this organization is phenomenal. They will come alongside you during this fight, and it's because it's a tough one. It involves a whole family. It's very difficult. So please consider. Oh, wrong one. Consider alz.org. What happened?
You're like off center.
Oh no, I was good.
Oh, you are?
I hit the row. New Braunfels is here. What's up, Zane? Good evening, Paul. We do need it. I'm just afraid it's not going to be a whole heck of a lot. Let's show you. We're looking at the highs first. 92s again, down to the south. Right? It was like 97 yesterday. Unbelievable. They were in the upper 90s last week. 73 Rock Springs, a little more like normal high. Hale and Bulverde. Can you help me reset? Yeah, on Sunday at 2 a.m. I'll be David. Absolutely. You have to move it forward, I guess, right? Hale and Bulverde, Carol, it's not likely, but it's possible. A very small probability. Okay. In fact, while we're talking about it, let me make sure. This would be a day one convective, and we're in a marginal risk area. So one case with my ex, and it looks like it'll settle out of court. Oh, Ole, oh good. Sometimes that's better. So we are under the SPC on the National Weather Service site. Teresa, you saw the SPC put us in a 1, right? Yeah, I didn't, because I'm like wondering when they did that. Oh wow, look how it's broken up though. You see it? Okay, this is bizarre. I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
That's weird.
Right? I'm going to make sure this is, yeah, it's on day one. Okay, so 2 pockets. One pocket that we'll concern ourselves with, of course, what's happening across 45 and I-20 in North Texas doesn't concern us. But the Severe Prediction Center has 2 specific areas. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, instead of just doing a wide region and filling that spot in. Thunderstorms would be, so what I first looked at when I said we were in it, They drew in on the actual SPC site, was the first one I went to, and it had that light green in between those darker greens. Just garden variety thunderstorms. That's usually what that means. This, what you look at, level 1 marginal risk for Del Rio, and then again for North Texas. What's that? This, yeah. Right. So I may have closed it. Yeah, look. So when I first pulled it up, you're gonna have to look here. You know, just garden variety. Like, oh, I've just never seen them do it like that. That is interesting. So yeah, that's again a 1 out of 5 that some of these thunderstorms produce a little bit of hail. That's going to be the primary threat. Morning in North Texas. Look at that. That's going to be, let's see where that is. South of Henderson. There's Carthage. You can see Tyler, Texas. There's Athens. Great little town, Athens, if you've ever been there. It's so historic. You go down that main street in Athens, which I think is Highway 31. And great ride. I love that little town. So yeah, you see some of the showers beginning to develop. That's a little bit of an outflow near Rock Springs and Kerrville. We've got a stationary front, and we've got an upper air disturbance that'll roll in from the southwest. It could help get a shower thunderstorm started. You know, the south tonight. And we're going to take a look at a couple of models on some time. It'd be nice. Yeah, Judy, Kerrville's got a better chance than anybody south. Kerrville's got a better chance than San Antonio, for that matter, but nothing severe. New Braunfels, a chance, Mary, better than San Antonio. Cristobal, how are you, my friend? It still sounds choppy, breaking up quite a bit. Oh, not good. You hearing that, guys? How do you know when El Nino ends and La Nina begins? So that's typically, Dan, we'll mean the temperatures of the Eastern Pacific. Once you start seeing the temperatures cooling in the Eastern Pacific, then, you know, as opposed to warming in the Eastern Pacific, that's what indicates El Nino, La Nina. And then there's neutrality, which is kind of in between, where we don't see either one, or we have a transitioning period where temping off. So we didn't go fully into El Nino, which is kind of where we are now. We're expecting an El Nino fall, like maybe even late fall, should be full-fledged El Nino. So in what could happen during hurricane season is we could slip into neutrality, which tends to produce a pretty active year. 2020, most active hurricane season on record, was a neutrality season. It was in between an El Nino and a La Nina. La Nina to neutrality typically helps produce more hurricanes, because you have, in La Nina, you have the cooling of the eastern Pacific waters, and that's a sinking air motion in the atmosphere that's as a result, and that means there's a rising air motion in the Atlantic, okay? Because again, it's like the hands of a scale, right? And so given that rising motion leads to a better chance of thunderstorm development. Hurricane development with thunderstorms and all what comes with them. All right, so there's where the front is. Let's take a look at what we've got on these models. Now, the first one we're looking at is going to be the H-triple high-res model, okay? And you can see that it's initializing well. If we look at live radar real quick, keep that picture on your mind, and then we look at live radar, very similar, not much in the San Antonio area, right? So we want to know that this one is initialized, shows not much happening, so good job. You know, if it was showing rain, we'd be a little more concerned. But you can see some of that light rain, 2 in the morning near Fredericksburg and Austin, and then moving out west near Del Rio and Uvalde at 3:30 in the morning. And then pushing into the city are only scattered showers. See, no thunderstorms expected here. And this earlier, it might still be the case, but at least earlier, this was the most aggressive, it's a bit of a strong word, but most optimistic model with getting rain to San Antonio, even the rain to the north. So, let me see, that's all done. We'll go here. And what other models are saying now. Copy part. No, Matt, it's on our end, and I'm sorry. We're having some little issues, but I want to get this done so that you guys know. IBM, stronger storms and earlier. So now, okay, o'clock, this system not initializing as well, because we go back to the live radar, and it's got shadow. Well, okay, it's got a little bit of that. Look at that. That's actually not too, that's actually a little bit better, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's a little bit better. It's picking up the precipitation that the radar is showing, although that probably isn't even reaching the ground. But IBM here. Rolling forward, develops in the same area now, but does not move south because the front is pretty stationary. I mean, models like yesterday said front's not coming through. And earlier in the week, it's coming through, and we're going to be in the low to mid 60s on Friday. Quickly changed. So look at that. The IBM says we don't get a drop. The entire area stays dry. Maybe a scattered shower early. Look at that. That's about it right there. 3:30, 4 o'clock, a little bit. And then everything's out. Sun is out, mid-70s. Now we'll take a look at the NAM, 3-kilometer resolution. How's it doing so far? Okay, another good job with what's happening currently. In fact, we'll say this even better because it's not showing that heavy rain near Fredericksburg. This only showing very, very light precip, which is really the case if it's any precip at all. Picks up at about 2 or 3 in the morning, and there we go, a little bit into San Antonio through the 4 and 5 o'clock hours and out by 6:30. A couple lingering sprinkles up until mid-morning, and that's it. I think I'm going with this model. Oh, there's some late afternoon activity. Saturday morning already, geez. That could happen. Because see, look how quick we get the return flow back. The clouds are rolling back in the morning. So we'll clear out Friday behind this front, but it's such a weak front, sure, and the Gulf takes over again as early as Saturday. So that's the model I'm going with, for show, for show. Yeah, John, same. I like falling back. I do not like going ahead, but I think this could be the last time. John, love you too. Thanks so much. No, Lindsay, there's maybe a chance a thunderstorm goes severe out west near Del Rio, but that's about the only chance, and it would be isolated, and it's a very minimal chance. All right, guys. Gary, slight chance of just the rain up in Canyon Lake. Severe storms overnight? No, Grace. No severe weather. Del Rio could get an isolated severe storm. It's only possible, not probable. Not in San Antonio, though. We're not expecting it here. All right, since it is kind of choppy, I'm going to give you guys a 7-day and beyond my way. 7-day forecast time. This is the Friendship Torch in beautiful downtown San Antonio. Sebastian, a sculptor. And his work's also at San Antonio International, by the way. So yeah, there's the chances. Probability, 30 to 40% through mid-morning, 87 by Saturday. After we cool off a little bit tomorrow, 87. We rebound quick on Saturday. And then, don't forget, we change the clocks on Saturday night into Sunday. So we lose an hour of a beautiful Sunday. Sunday looks really nice. Sunday looks really busy, breezy. Maybe busy. I don't know, you know. But I do know one thing. I do know one thing for sure. One thing for sure. It's now time for one thing and one thing only. It's time to check in with Julie on what's coming up on KENS 5 News at 10. I'm checking with Julie on what's coming up on KENS 5 News. You know it's KENS 5 News. It's only KENS 5 News. It's less than an hour away. It's KENS 5 News at 10. Yeah, here it is on a Thursday night. Boy, that felt good. It feels like I haven't done that in a long time. Julie, how are you?
We haven't. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much.
So happy to hear that, Bill.
Thanks,
so
Julie.
happy.
I really believe you at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm good at faking it.
So what's going on?
All right, tonight we got a great show for you, as always,
As
of course.
always, coming strong again. You never disappoint.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean it.
I appreciate you, Bill. But tonight we have the whole gang. I'm going to give you 2 stories. Maybe my favorite of the night, because we are already talking Fiesta, even
Yep.
though it's weeks away.
But it's closer than you think.
It is very, yeah, it is closer.
5
Closer than I
weeks?
think, I guess. 5 weeks. That sounds, that's a bit of a ways away.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it'll spring up on me, but yeah, 5 weeks. It starts April 20th and goes through the 30th. We have that tonight. Oyster Bake is unveiling their poster, so we have
their
that tonight.
official poster.
Yes, we get to meet the artist who created it, who designed it. So that's pretty big. I'm excited to see that.
Absolutely.
But then we also, of course, have Alicia Nieves tonight, and she has a new. Hello.
Hi.
Former Clark Cougar still celebrating that state title.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Go
Love
Cougs.
that.
I had difficulty speaking after that win.
You get a little verklempt.
Yeah.
What position did you play, Alicia?
I was a guard.
She was a
guard.
guard.
I was a shooting guard.
Shoot guard. Nice. There it is. Leave it up there. Leave it up there. There.
But she has a story tonight.
Did you guys win state? You won state here and Oklahoma when you were in high school. That's what I heard.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh.
we're good.
I was about to say, wow. But tonight, Alicia does have a story for us tonight. It's dealing with the Spurs and building a new basketball court at Ward Park. It's going to be a
Oh.
great story.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, it is a really
A
great
new
story.
public park basketball court. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah, so we have that tonight. And we have some cool things happening with Sunny D, but you're going to have to watch the 10 o'clock tonight to find out.
Love it. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Good stuff, as always. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. There's the 7-day. We'll leave it up for you. Again, the next chance of rain after this will be a slight chance by Wednesday, Thursday, and next week. So let's hope we get some of this rain. It's not going to be much. It'll be 1/10 of an inch if we get anything, and it will not be severe. I love you. God bless y'all.